Okay, welcome to my video, all my mommies and daddies and mamacitas. This is going to be a video about piss poor performance from the Eagles versus the Niners. I saw this coming from last off season. I knew we were going to lose. I knew we weren't going to make a comeback. I knew we weren't going to go back to back, and I made a video the day that piss poor Nick Sirianni let all of our defensive and offensive linemen go because he's a piss poor coach. That's what he is. He's an egotistical, self centered SOB. That's what he is. He mismanages talent. That's what he does. That's what he's always done. And he's all about himself. Self centered, egotistical SOB. Period. It's all on his shoulders. And if he's still here, we're not gonna make it back to the promised land. Period. Him and KP got to go. And you know what? At first, I was pissed off at AJ Brown, but I think I'm not gonna hold it all on AJ Brown because um, I think AJ was just frustrated with the entire situation because he knew even if we made it through the first round, we're not gonna beat teams like Seahawks or the Patriots or Chicago Bears. Not with this piss poor offense. If we're struggling just 1% against fourth string practice squad, what are we gonna do against teams putting up 50 against top three defenses? Like what are we gonna do? What? Put up 13 points? Maybe put up 17 points and get and get penalties if Jalen Hurts decides to run. And you know what? People whining and complaining about Jalen Hurts not running. Jalen Hurts is not running not just because he doesn't want to injure himself, which I'm gonna get to that in a minute. He's deciding not to run because when he does run, which was already proven in the Niners game last night, he's not running because our piss poor offense doesn't protect him when he does run. And when he does run or decides to run, which was proven last night, every stinking time he runs for 14, 15, 16 yards or 8, 9 yards or runs for the first down, it gets taken back. Proven last night, he ran for 18 yards. Taken back by the piss poor offense from Tyler Steen. 18 yards. Taken back by Tyler Steen for an 18-yard negative penalty by Tyler Steen because he's stupid. He's stupid. Taken back because Tyler Steen is stupid. Taken back. Why should Jalen Hurts even decide to put his body on the line if it's taken back? Because he's stupid. I'm waiting for you fake Jalen Hurts haters. And every time people keep jumping on Jalen Hurts, you're fake. You're fake. You're fake Eagles fans. Keep calling for Jalen Hurts replacements for Tanner Tanner McFake. You're stupid. You fake Eagles fans are stupid. Yeah, I said it. You're stupid. You wanted Tanner? Yeah, I got him. In that Deadskins game. Yeah, I got him. Yeah, he had our backups in. Okay. He had Darius Cooper and he had Devontae Smith for the first quarter, who ended up getting his 1,000 yards. Okay. He had his backups in, who had Darius Cooper, who, in my opinion, could potentially be our wide receiver too. That's how good he could potentially be. And the stupid fake Eagles fans are calling Tanner McFake our starting quarterback. If he's a starting quarterback, then he can make our backups number ones. If he's a starting quarterback, see, if you're calling for a backup to be a starting quarterback and the future of the franchise, then this backup quarterback should have no problem making backups number ones. You see the ironic, hypocritical, stupid fake fans? Yeah, you're stupid. Think about that, you stupid fake fans. Now, coming back to the Deadskins loss because of a fake tandem fake. He may have thrown for 200 or something passing yards, whatever, with a pick. The Deadskins had all practice squads. Every single one of them were practice squads, third string quarterbacks, and a third or fourth string practice squad. And your so-called wide receiver, starting quarterback that you wanted replaced by Jalen Hurts, lost. Choke on that, slap nuts. Yeah, you're stupid. Fake Eagles fans. Choke on that. Now, going back to our elimination. Everybody's still trying to blame Jalen Hurts because he only threw for 168 yards and 2 TDs, I believe. No turnovers. Choke on that. And the only reason that he only had 168 yards, Devontae Smith drop, AJ Brown 6 drops. Jalen Hurts only had one bad pass the entire stinking game that I recall. One bad pass the entire stinking game of 4 quarters. Jalen Hurts was throwing dimes. AJ Brown couldn't catch one dime. He caught 3 passes for 25 yards? But he's supposed to be the number 1 receiver in the league, right? Again, I'm not blaming AJ Brown for everything, but I'm blaming him for a lot. You're in the playoffs, man. If you don't want to be there, just admit it. Just admit it. Just keep it a buck, man. Keep it 100. Keep it 100. Don't let your entire 53-man roster down and be selfish about it, man. Just don't do it. Don't do that to us. We're trying to repeat. We're trying to get a second ring back to back and try to prove these fake Eagle fans that they're wrong. But right there, what you just did to us, you proved them right. You proved those hypocritical fake Eagles fans. You proved them right, and you proved us wrong. So what does that make you? Are you trying? Are you trying to say to say that everybody that stood behind this Eagles fans should not stand by you now? Look at this. You see this, right? You, you see this, right? I have so much Eagle stuff that we bought for you, that we patronize you, that we purchase your and you threw the game. 5 drop passes, and they weren't just they were easy passes for you to catch. You know why they were easy passes? I don't care if you're triple covered. I don't give a damn if you're triple covered. The reason I don't, because you've caught every single dang pass triple, quadruple covered before in the biggest game of your life. In the Super Bowl, you caught them, but you can't catch them now. And against third strings, against backups, against street corner hookers, really? $1.99, $1.99, OG, OG people. I mean OF people. Really? These are OF. That's what they are. And you couldn't catch the ball against them. Really? Five five drop passes. You are the number one. You are paid $100 something million that we're paying you. We are paying you to catch those balls. That's what we're paying you. The fans. The fans pay you. You don't pay us. Matter of fact, I want my refund back. Matter of fact, you pay me back my money. That's what I want. I want you to pay me back my money. You're making 160 something $1 million. Give me back my money. Give me back my money. I felt robbed. You stole my money out of my pockets. Now, this ain't a rant. This is a piss off. Now, as far as KP goes, let me calm down, cause you got me heated. First round elimination. As far as woo Lord Jesus, if Bernie Mac was alive, he will start Kings of Comedy round 2, and will joke the entire Eagles team out of vicinity. He will probably joke the Eagles so bad that you will move to a different city because of this loss. This was the most embarrassing, humiliating, detrimental loss in the National Football League history. You got beaten by a high school team. Do you know how bad you got beat? A high school team. 16 of their players were dead, injured on delivery. This was handed to you. It was a handed win. A handed win. It was a gimme. You should have destroyed, annihilated, decimated them. 90-0. That's what it should have been. 90-0. It should have been 90 to negative 50, 100. That's what it should have been. But instead, you let a high school team beat you? I don't care if it's Kyle Shanahan. I don't care if it's Brock Purdy. I don't care. There were 16 people injured. George Kittle got a ACL tear. Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, here. Who do they have? Through a fourth string nobody. Who put up 150 yards on you? Our number one wide receiver 25 yards. You damn right I'm giving you the rock eyebrow. Now, moving to the coaching. Like I said, all stinking year long. No, matter of fact, like I said in the off season, and nobody believed me. Not one person believed me. Everybody thought I was talking crap. And again, I'm sorry if I uh sound so pissed off, but we are paying these people money to deliver. They should pay us. That's what should happen. They should pay us for this loss. Now, like I said, in the off season of last year, when they got rid of Isaiah Rodgers, Mekhi Becton, who right now, once they got rid of Mekhi Becton, he ain't doing crap on that other team when they got rid of him. That was the biggest loss, was Mekhi Becton, because Tyler Seen is trash. Cam Jurgens has been trash because of his injuries, and he ain't gonna be the same with a back surgery. I got back surgery. I know I ain't the same. I mean, excuse me. I need back surgery because my back is trash. So I know how Cam Jurgens feels. That dude is hurting. And he's an athlete trying to hold back 900-pound people. Excuse me, two or three 400-pound people, 1,200-pound gorillas launching at him. And he's the only one who's able to do that because Lane Johnson has been out half the season. So what is Jalen Hurts supposed to do? Run for his stinking life. And then we got the stupidest offensive coordinator in the galaxy of history. The most asinine, stupid, incompetent, boneheaded. He should have a janitor job. He might be able to do that. Fire him and give him a trash pickup job or something. That's all he's good for. Kevin Trash Up Patulo. That's what he's good for. Picking up trash or sanitation. He needs to leave Philly for real. Anyway, and then we got Brett Toth. Oh my God. We got Grant Katera. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. People that cannot block should have been fired mid-season. We had opportunity after 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 opportunity to get rid of these trash people. On before week 8, we had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. But no, what do? We get almost the same trash people. What's the guy's name? Jahir uh Alexander, whatever his name is, who quits the third day he gets hired because he has mental issues. That's exactly what it sounds like. What he sounds like. Oh, I can't do this anymore. Give him $1 million and I'm out. And he leaves us hanging. And now we have Marcus Epps. Really? 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 We have the garbage Marcus Epps, who can't cover his own shadow. Really? Really? And we have Reed Blankenship, who was made captain, who can't tackle. Really? 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 And we have a Dory Jackson who has bright spots sometimes, but then when it comes to like big moments and needs to cover like those big when he needs to cover those top notch wide receivers, he will get blown away. Every time he gets blown away. Even even when it comes to second wide receiver twos, he gets blown away. He has no speed whatsoever. And he will leave. This is the wide receiver two. Wide receiver two. This is Adoree Jackson. How are you going to leave that much space on a wide receiver two? Can you? And then if for some reason the wide receiver two messes up and maybe slips or something because he messes up, the wide receiver two messes up, Adoree Jackson might catch up to him, but he has butterfingers. He slips and misses the tackle. So it's up to a defensive back like Jalen Carter, who's been he's been a mode, or Jordan Davis, who's also been in beast mode, to take down the wide receiver too. Make it make sense. Jalen's Hunt to be our other free safety, which does not make sense. But Jalen's Hunt or Mora Ojomo, who's been another cornerback, free safety, defensive back. These defensive ends have turned into free safeties for us. It does not make sense how they are playing 9 positions and playing what old school OGs called Iron Man football. So why are these defensive end and edge rushers playing Iron Man football? Moro Jomo, Iron Man football. Jalen Hunt, Iron Man football. Um, 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 Jordan Davis, Iron Man football, and Jalen Carter, Iron Man football. He's playing special teams. He's playing free safety. I believe he has a pick or fumble recovery and ran it in this year for a touchdown. The big man, like 400 pounds, chugging in for a touchdown of 30 something yards this season. This dude's playing Iron Man football at 400 and something pounds. Why are they doing this? Thank God we have Q. Thank God we have. If we did not have our defense, most of our defense, Reed, garbage. I'm sorry, garbage. Marcus Epps, garbage to the garbage. Kelly Ringo, gots to go. Adoree gots to go. Ship him out. Ship him out. Uh, there's so many people on the defense that gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Bobo, gotta go. 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 We need a defensive. Jalen Phillips, perfect. He was a perfect fit. I'm hoping they extend him for another 2 years. I hope they restructure that contract and extend Jalen Phillips. He makes the defense better. We need to extend that contract, and we need to keep Vic. God, I swear they do not get rid of Vic. If they get rid of Vic, we're dead. If they get rid of Vic Fangio, we are dead. Now, going back to the most garbage offensive line in history of histories. Kevin Patullo needs a sanitation job. That's all he's good for. That's all. Sanitation, sanitation and wellness. I, 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 he that's all he's good. McDonald's. Maybe they'll hire him. I don't know. Dude is trash. He's good for trash. That's all he's be is trash. Nick Sirianni. That's all he's good for. Is a hook. He's celebrating putting up 7 points against the Raiders. Looking like a damn clown. This dude is stupid. Now, going back to Nick in the offseason of last year, you get rid of Mekhi Becton, Isaiah Rogers, Darius Slay, CJ Gardner Johnson, um, there are so many people. Milton Williams. There's like two other people that you gotten rid of that you should not have gotten rid of. You stupid idiot! You're the dumbest coach on the face of the earth. I don't care. The only reason you're winning is because of Jalen Hurts. That's the only reason. I don't care what anyone says. He's the reason you're winning. I don't care what people are saying. I don't care what people think. He's the reason you win. Jalen Hurts, Dallas Goddard, uh, Devontae Smitty, Coop DeVille, Smitty, Zach Bond, uh, JD, Jalen Carter. Those are the reasons you win. They know how to win, and they make you look good. It's keeping it a buck. And if people think that I'm delusional, don't watch my channel. Peace. Bye bye. I'm just keeping it 100. I don't I don't need a quarterback that throws for 300-400 yards. I need a quarterback that knows how to win. But what you do, Nick, is you like favorites. You show a lot of favoritism. Favorite. You chose an in-house an inbred loser because you favor him and he's your best friend. It's like you have a boyfriend or something. KP. Look what that turned out. You had a chance to hire somebody that we could have ran it back. Shoot, we could have three-peated. But no, you chose your boyfriend. What, does he have something on you or something? He must. I mean, come on now. You basically screwed us again. You took what was so dominant from us, our players off of us. You made us worse on offense because you got rid of Mekhi Becton, which you could have restructured his contract. He was willing to stay, but you got rid of him, and you in turn made our offense worse because now, when you got rid of him, the offensive line was already hurt, and it got worse when you got rid of him because he was the one that was helping Saquon get his numbers at Saquon level, and he was also allowing Jalen Hurts to duck and dive. That's probably why Jalen Hurts doesn't duck and dive. Because you got Tyler Steen not allowing him to duck and dive, you stupid idiot. And I don't mind. You know what? I actually respect more for AJ Brown not saying anything to social media. Because AJ Brown was like, screw y'all. I ain't got nothing to say. This offense sucks. KP sucks. And you know what? I don't want to play for this team because this team sucks. Screw this team. I don't actually blame him for not saying nothing. I don't. I said it before, I say it again. This team sucks. This offensive team sucks. I don't blame him for saying for not saying anything. I don't. He's been saying it all year, and he was right all year. At first, I was pissed off at him last night. I admit it. I was pissed at him. But you know what? Not all of this is on him. Not all the drop passes is on him. He was frustrated. He was pissed off. And I was hoping that what Nick said to him at the game was gonna motivate him. But at the same time, looking back at it, we don't even know what Nick said to AJ to piss him off or not piss him off. So um it could have been something else even more in the back end that we don't know about that could have been more underlining, maybe even more hidden um in the locker room that we don't know about that's going on, because even all the team wasn't really on the same page. Dallas got it dropping passes too. Jalen Hurts not really all in sync like he should be, because I think he shouldn't have thrown to the triple coverage to Dallas Goedert, because I think Smitty was open on the left if I'm not mistaken, and he threw to triple coverage and the last play in the last 10 seconds of the game, something. So they weren't all in sync either. So yeah, that was on Jalen. But for 90% of the game, Jalen was on point and throwing dimes. I don't care what people are what people have seen or said. Jalen was throwing dimes. He was throwing bombs. AJ Brown wasn't catching those bombs. Let's keep it up. They were on point and right in their hands. And nobody can tell me that every single quarterback in these playoffs have not thrown interceptions. What interception did AJ throw? I mean, excuse me, did Jalen Hurts throw or turnover? I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm waiting. Okay, he had those turnovers that one terrible game a couple weeks ago. No, I'm waiting. Right? Yeah, I'm waiting. Okay, yeah. Right. So you mean tell me you would want a quarterback that throws for 26 turnovers a game, but has 30 touchdowns, right? Is that what I'm hearing? You want someone that has 46 touchdowns but 26 turnovers? Make it make sense, please. Make it make sense. I'm listening. You want a quarterback that has 3,000, 4,000 passing yards, but 30 turnovers and 40 touchdowns. Make it make sense, please. Make it make sense. I'm listening, and I'm waiting for comments. If you people actually look at this video, which I know you probably won't because you like the fat cow cereal. Yeah, no, yeah. That's what you people like to watch because he always talks so negative about the Eagles and glazes, you know, choking Dak, who's never won a Super Bowl a day in his life. Oh, no, excuse me. Who's never won a championship a day in his life, but he still glazes choke Dak because he throws for 9 billion passing yards, but he still chokes Dak. Yeah, okay, but people like their show because he chokes on Dak. Okay, and he chokes Josh Allen. Okay, because he throws for 5,000 passing yards. Okay, good for y'all. Yeah, good for y'all. But Josh Allen has never won a Super Bowl in his life. Good for y'all. Good. Nice doggy. Okay, good. Now, going back to the worst offense in history. The only reason we're not still in the playoffs is because of KP and Nick Sirianni. Let me iterate that. The only reason we're not in the playoffs is because of Nick Sirianni and KP. Not because of our players. Our players would still be in the playoffs and will still be kicking people's tails. Jalen Hurts will still be the most elite quarterback in playoff history if it wasn't for KP. The coach makes the plays. And let me iterate. These days and times, you have to listen to your coach because your coach dictates whether you're still here or not. You can change the plays here and there, but you can't be a Tom Brady these days and change the plays every single 2 seconds. Not these times, because you will be out of there. It's kind of like a mutiny thing. You can't change the plays every two or three plays and think you're still going to remain on the team. Your coach ain't gonna go for that. It's not no loyalty thing anymore in these days. You will be shipped out of the team if you change your plays that your coach dictates to your team. Try it and see what happens. I don't care what any of those stupid analytics says. You will be shipped out. Dan Celio says, "Oh well, the fat cow Dan Celio says, oh, well, you know what? If you don't like if the Jalen Hurts doesn't like the plays, then he should change the plays. He should do this and blah blah blah. Okay, he'll change the plays every now and then. He will not change the plays every single play that he does not like. Every single other play. You know why? He won't be here next season, no matter how good he is, because the coach won't approve of Jalen Hurts being rogue. Neither will Dak, neither will Josh Allen, neither will Patrick Mahomes, no matter how good they are. They cannot be a rogue Tom Brady these days. I guarantee it. They will be shipped out. No coach will approve of that these days. I don't care who you are. I don't care. And I will stick to that. You will be shipped the hell out of that team. Either that or the coach will bounce and that team will be left without a coach. And then the general manager will step in and recycle the entire team. That's what happens these days. There is no such thing as loyalty these days. You don't believe me? See what happens if a situation happens. It tends to happen. Look at how often a quarterback goes through each team these days. There's no such or gets benched these days. No such thing as loyalty these days. Now, what needs to happen? KP gone. I'm surprised he didn't get fired that game once we were down in the half. I'm surprised he wasn't fired that game. Howie Roseman needed to step in. KP, you done. Pack your bags. Get the hell out of Philly. Peace. We don't want you no more. Peace. Bye bye. Pack your bags. Hasta la vista, baby. And if Nick doesn't improve and um, get who he needs to get in the offensive line, he needs to go next season. We need left guard, left tackle, center. I want to say definitely 2 free safeties. Marcus Epps has to go. Adoree Jackson got to go. At first, I was going to say trade AJ. But if AJ agrees to have his contract restructured to save on the cap space, to hire some offensive line help, and we need a top, not a third string, a top free safety and a top cornerback, then I say keep AJ. Hopefully, after this loss, we get higher in the draft pick. That's the only thing that's the only good thing that's going to come from this loss is a higher draft pick. Hopefully from this loss, we fire KP immediately. And another good thing from this loss, we fire KP that day, and we hopefully hire McDaniels, or I'm going with Harbaugh. But I don't think Harbaugh's going to come here because I think him and Nick have some grievances or something. But I'm hoping Harbaugh, McDaniels, or Stefanski. Heck, I'm hoping we could somehow get Kellen Moore back in here. But I don't think that's going to happen. But I'm praying. Stefanski, Kellen Moore, Harbaugh, I know there's some pretty good offensive coaches out there. I just can't think of who, but those are the 3 I'm looking for. Or I know this ain't gonna happen, but I'm hoping Andy Reid leaves. I want him. I want him so bad. Andy Reid back into Philly. This is a shot in the dark. Not gonna happen. My fantasy will be Andy Reid. If Andy Reid could come back to Philly and we re-sign him for 5 years, 50 million or 60, 65 million, whatever. Sign him. 5 years, 60 million, 70 million. I know that's a fantasy. I know that's not going to happen. Yeah, hey. Because Patrick Mahomes is done for like a year with that ACL, MCL. They don't have a quarterback. Andy Reid, if you're listening, we could use you now. Bump Nick. Peace. Bye bye, Nick. Bye bye. Nick. Trade Nick to whatever. Trade Nick to sanitation department. Bye bye. Andy Reid, you hear me? You hear me, baby? Andy Reid, come to Philly. Come to Philly. Oh yeah, we need. Oh yeah, and a top notch edge rusher, Max Crosby. Max Crosby. Get him the heck out of Raiders. Raiders are what, 2-90? Get him out of Raiders and sign him a max deal. I don't care. Imagine having Max. Imagine having Supermax, Beast Mode Carter, and JD. Oh my God. And then you got Mora Ojomo and Jalen's Hut, who are now rising stars, rising superstar. Oh my God. Can we say monsters? Remember that movie with Michael Jordan? Uh, this is gonna be the new. This is that will be the new Super Smash Brothers right there. And Zach Bond. Oh, don't forget Zach. This will improve Zach Bond because Zach Bond's been kind of like sleeper last year. This will improve Zach Bond and open him up. Oh my God! Oh my God! That would just be it. Mm, 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 mm. And if we could get, we got to get Kelly Ringo out there. No, no, excuse me. We got to get Kelly Ringo out. Dory Jackson out. Reed Blankenship, I'm sorry, you got to go. We got to get those out. We got to get them out. Tyler Steen, you got to go. Peace. You penalize us way too much. I'm sick of your penalties. Bye bye. Um, I'm saying I think we should get Isaiah Rogers back in here somehow. CJ Gardner Johnson, because CJ Gardner Johnson right now is on a practice squad. They're not using him at all. Sign him on a 3-year deal and lock it, where he cannot get traded, cannot get moved from the Philadelphia Eagles at all. No way, no how. And Isaiah Rogers, and I say get Mekhi back in on our offense, and also draft a center and draft a left guard, and also draft um a blocking tight end and draft a wide receiver, a number one wide receiver, no, number two wide receiver and number one tight end, because Dallas Goedert is on his free agent contract, so I think you should draft a number one tight end, blocking tight end, and right there you got yourself back into your fold. A number one offense, and a number one defense. We were already number one defense. Now we don't even have to wait for our defense to step up. We were already being number one from the get go. Hell, we might even go possibly undefeated. Convince AJ, once we get the hell rid of KP and hopefully get rid of Nick, convince AJ to stay and restructure his contract. Convince, hopefully, maybe even convince Smitty to restructure his contract, and convince Goddard to restructure his contract, because Jalen and Goddard have that sweet spot connection, just like Patty LaBelle and Travis Kelsey had that sweet spot connection. You know, those two were, I hate to admit it, Patty LaBelle and Travis Kelsey were sweet. Like Gronk and Gronkowski and Tom Brady were sweet. They've always been, you know, gold. You know, Jalen Hurts and Goddard are gold together. Only issue with Goddard, he gets injured a lot. He's like a buttercup. He gets injured a lot. So that's why you draft a number one tight end to take the hits off of Goddard. Or oh no, excuse me, to take the pressure off of Goddard. Get rid of Galcatera. The dude sucks. Dude can't block for crap. Um, and if you can't draft a left guard or left tackle, you need to draft a center because Lane Johnson, dude, is injured way too much, and I'm going on limb, but I think this might be his last year because he's injured way too much. So you're gonna need to draft a top center. So I'm thinking that the Jets are going to completely uh sell. So there's a center for the Jets that's still on a rookie contract that might be on free agents uh that we might be able to pick up in free agency. So I think pick up that center from free agency, and we got top free agent from the Jets, and offer him a 4 year 3 year extension. Excuse me. I can't remember what the center's name. I did a video last couple weeks ago on what the center's name is. There's a really good center. The Jets ain't using him. I think his name is Jonah something. The Jets ain't using nobody. Pick that dude up to protect Hurts. And right there, you got yourself a top offensive line again to protect Hurts, and Hurts will have his numbers back. I don't know if I'm missing anything because this cannot happen again. Like we cannot have 2023 and then 2025. This is utter ridiculous. We paid the offense $160 million, and we lost to third and fourth string. Do you realize how embarrassing that is? This is the most humiliating, disrespectful, embarrassing, humiliating. I don't even know. I don't I don't know what this is just outright. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say anymore. This is just stupid. It's stupid. It's really stupid. Nick Sirianni is stupid. He is really stupid. I I I I, I don't understand. I'm lost for words. I don't know how to explain this. I've never ever in my entire life known somebody known a coach that's so unintelligent. A coach that does not listen to anyone that knows more about or has an actual brain cell. See, the fans or the fans that actually know what they're talking about, he never listened to or even watched a YouTube video to that actually explains what's actually going on and actually knew the ramifications of what will happen and what actually did happen and what's going to happen and what actually already happened prior to what happened and what's going to happen. What actually happened in the playoffs? Everybody told him what's going to happen during the season. He had an actual chance to fix it, but he didn't because he's so egotistical and stupid and unintelligent. That's what he is. Unintelligent. See, dumb people think they know it all and refuse to listen to people that actually have a brain cell. He has 1% of a brain cell. That's what he does. See, humans have a left hemisphere and a right hemisphere of a brain cell. And humans only use most humans, I would say, 90% of 90%, 87% of humans only use 2.5% of their brain cells. This is a little bit of a science and medical knowledge, by the way. Humans only use about 2.5 to 3% of their brain cell. Nick Sirianni uses 0.5. I'm barely giving him 0.5 because he can actually tie his own shoe. That's the kind of intelligence he has. 0.5. 0.5. 0.5. That's how dumb he is. We begged him not to get rid of the most prolific offense and defense in the league. And but what he did do? He got rid of the most prolific in offense and defense in the league. He still had a chance to keep some of the most prolific in offense and defense in the league last off season, or even get skipped back, even replace them with some great players in free agency that some analytics YouTubers, no, not analytics, excuse me, let me rephrase that. Some YouTubers and podcasters were even suggesting, oh, we should pick up this guy. We should pick up Myles Garrett. We should go for Max Crosby. We should go for this dude. We should go for this dude. We should go for Patrick Surtain. We should go for blah 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 blah. We should go for this dude. We should offer this dude a bigger price tag than this dude. We should go blah 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 blah. Blah. We should go for Will McDonald. We should go for this guy in left guard free agency. Da 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 da. What does this guy with the intelligence of 0.5 do? Michael Carter, Kendall Green, Jair Alexander. Oh, I have mental anguish, so um I'm not gonna be able to do this anymore. Uh, what? That's what it sounds like when doves cry. That's exactly what it sounds like. Really? You're making the Eagles sound like pansies. This is the Philadelphia Eagles. We fight. We're rocky. We don't sound like. We have a bodyguard named Dom who fights for us. He fights linebackers for Christ's sake. But you're hiring sprinkles. That's what you're hiring, KP. With the prevent offense, KP. I don't want. That's exactly what you sound like when doves cry. With the prevent offense, you don't want to actually take people out with offense. You want to prevent them from scoring with not trying to turn over the ball. So you're just gonna run. You're gonna run on 2nd and 18. 0.5% intelligence. That's the stupidity of the offensive coach. And that's the stupidity of Nick Sirianni. Prevent offense. Uh, you made us look like pansies. Instead of throwing on second and 18, third and 15, third and 16, whatever, you're going to run it on third and 18? That is, these are some of the stupidest decisions I've ever seen in my entire dang life. Instead of attacking, you're going to run it on third and 18. This is a brain. Are you high? What are you smoking? You have to be smoking the you have to be smoking the most baddest ganji in the world, man. You have to be. I've never I've never heard of the stupidest decisions on the face of the earth. But you're gonna hire the stupidest trash compactor on the earth. That's what he's good for. Trash. Run it on second and 18. A 5-year-old playing Madden will call better plays. Make it make sense. Please, make it make sense, stupid. And I'm going to use that terminology loosely. You don't call a run play when they know you're going to call a run play on second and 18. And the fact that you called it that same game, not once, not twice, but like 5 times on a second and long or third and long or first and long. Who calls that stupidity? Not even the dumbest, not even a high school coach or a middle coach would do something stupid like that. I would rather have a middle coach than Kevin Factulo. Why do you have? How do you have a coach? Why don't you hire somebody like me? Hire me. I don't even have a coaching degree, and I will call better plays. Hire me, Nick. Hire me. I will call better coaching plays. I don't even need to be able to read a coach book to know that that's stupid. Hire me. Pay me $130,000 a year, and I will get you the Super Bowl. I will get you a Super Bowl repeated 3 times. I guarantee it. And all you need to do is pay me 160,000 a year. No, give me 250,000. You know what? Give me 250,000 a year. That's what I need. I don't need no licensed coach. All I need to know is if I have the good players. Those same players will have a Super Bowl. Will still be in the playoffs on the way to the promised land with me coaching. Heck, if you had Philly 500 in there as a coach, he will still be. You all will still be in the playoffs. If you had J-Cap Sports in there, you will still be in the playoffs. But no, you want your boyfriend, best friend. zero point 0.5 intelligence. That's what you have. So I'm so pissed. I am so pissed right now. Anyway, I think I think I've said everything I needed to say. I didn't know what else to say. Uh, Please like and subscribe for all my mamicitas and daddies. I hope. Well, I know my mommies and daddies and my normal uh patrons are gonna watch this video, but um a lot of people ain't gonna like this video because, well, I'm not that popular for some reason because I'm not a female. I guess I don't know, or they like fruity videos. I don't know. Um, Please like and subscribe, and please leave any comments. Even if you don't like it, please still leave a comment. Um, Appreciate you watching. Have a blessed day. Peace.